there goes True up there. True, come. Ah, good boy. Good boy. I got him too much. Oh, I got a little knot right there. Okay, so let's try to keep him in there. I try to keep the dogs in the picture. You know, everybody does their videos. First I got to tell the name so I'll remember when I play it to put it up. So what's going on here? I'll wrap myself up. So the dog park mentality and the has ruined dogs and their relationships, pet relationships, and misnomer. Is that the word I'm looking for? No, that's, the words pop in my head when I'm trying to think of stuff. The socialization definition has changed because of that mentality, right? So I had hold on, let me put my other glove back on. It's cold, but it's not windy. So it's one of those sneaky cold that in about 7 minutes my hand will be froze. Whereas if it was windy, it would be like 2 minutes. Okay, so anyways, I had a new rescue reach out to me about boarding one of their dogs, and then seeing about they just had puppies. They want to re-socialize with other dogs, right? So the term socialization, because of the dog park mentality, has become meeting every dog in the world, right? So people these days seem to think that every dog needs to meet every other dog. And I thought on True's walk, this would be a good, so. Oh yeah, I thought I stopped that anyways. Oh, because it's just sitting there, duh. So anyways, I told the lady, I was like, I sent her a video of the last one that was with me. I said, okay, look, this is what I do. This is how I do it. And even, right, so the first week, it's just me and the dog, right? So that's at the fastest. I like it to be 2 weeks, but sometimes I'll push it. It kind of depends on the dog, right? Depends on the dog and the dog's history. Well, I guess that is the dog. What a dumbass. So, anyways, I sent a video where I did the introductions through the X Pen, and then I opened the X Pen up, and it was with a dog that had already known my dogs, but there was a new dog that was here that it didn't know from when it was here the first time, because it got adopted and then came back. So, anyways, but then I was like, even once they get to know them, because of my small space, I don't really, God, now I can't think of the word. I don't really, what's the word when they're integrate? I don't really integrate them completely anyways, and I usually don't group them every day. So I have 1 or 2 dogs that I'll group every time. Most of the dogs that come here, I might group once a week, right? So if they're here for 2 weeks, I might group them 1 time or 2 times, right? I have one that comes 3 days a week for work, and sometimes I don't group her at all in the week. So sometimes she gets group play, and sometimes I do, however, walk her with the other dogs, probably twice a week, 2 of those times, right? So, but she's an over-socialized one, and she's got overexcited reactivity, so I try to give her as much calm time with the dogs more than playtime, because she knows how to play. She's good playing. She needs to learn to be calm around dogs. So anyways, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I went off on a tangent. I was supposed to be talking about grouping, and I went off on how often I do that. Anyways, well, that was part of my explanation tours that I don't group all the time and I don't fully integrate. They do get free time behind the X pen, and then they earn free time in the living room, right? Because I'm in a small space and I don't take many dogs. So that was it, and then so anyways, they found a foster for that one, which is good. And then, so then when True came, so True's been coming, he comes for like a 2 or 3 day stay, maybe a 5-day stay, you know, 2, maybe 3 times a year, I guess. Right, so he might do like 2, 3 days and then 1 5-day in a year. And with him, he had some leash reactivity to certain dogs. Like he's got a couple neighbor dogs that he's good friends with. And so because he wasn't going to be that frequent, I just never introduced him to my guys. You know, he gets the free time in the dining area. It's it's a nice sized little room. Not huge, but it's a nice size. What's the point? Oh, but his mom asked today, this week too. He was like, "Can he play with the other dogs?" And I'm like, so anyways, initially we didn't because he wasn't going to be coming that often, and when he does, it's a short stay, so it's easier just to take care of him. But she has asked before how he does with other dogs, and he's fine inside, right? I just have never grouped him. And then like this time, it's like, well, I have so many dogs this week that I can't do good introductions, right? For a dog that has, you know, he's a lab, so we're 95% sure he's not going to have issues. And with my guys, they'll just be like, hey, you know, screw you, dude. We don't like you. And then walk away. But,
battery low.
What's the point? Oh, but I've also always had the mentality that you should be the most important thing to your dog. And once your dog starts having all kinds of friends, you become not as important. You know what I mean? I had to put my glove back on. And I feel like as a person, you can fulfill your dog's needs. And she does a lot of really good work with them. They got a great relationship. So it's cool, you know? I don't really need to know other dogs. Now, it does make it harder on me because I can't just throw them all out here. But I do have and because I don't have a fenced area, I have this thing about, in my head, I don't know what it is, 5, 6 dogs, right? Is True. You want to do some play? It's a good boy. Where you going, fool? Now, see, I brought him out here with the dogs. He would have a long line on, and he's got really good recall, so it's probably not a super big deal. But there's a little bit of a stress factor that I deal with, right? Because I have to watch everywhere to make sure. Oop, I let him get away with throwing the ball on the ground. Because I got a phone in my hand. So there's all kinds of stuff, right? Now, if he was needing to meet a lot more dogs around his house, then I probably would have pushed it when we first started. But now that it's been a couple years, it's like, just keep the same routine. So maybe it's kind of lazy, and maybe it's because of Chico. Chico broke me on grouping. Did we play before? 3 times. I'm supposed to make him pick that up. Maybe as long as he's gone, he won't think about it. Anyways, that's my thing about. Hey, come here. I didn't throw it, dude. Good boy. Hey, psst, come here. We need to work on that right there. We need to work on that running off, don't we? come and get your reward and go. Oh. But yeah, so socialization really and truly is learning to be neutral around everything. It doesn't mean meeting everybody. It doesn't mean meeting every dog and every person that you see. That's a crazy human thing that we got going on. All dogs got to meet everybody. All right, all dogs got to be friends with everybody. And as people, you can't even be friends with everybody. I can, but most people can't. As a good boy. So, I don't know, whatever. 10 minutes, that was longer than I expected. How many tangents did I go off? Did you guys count? Anyways, the dog park mentality, ruining relationships on the daily, creating overexcited dogs everywhere. All right, out of here.